here's what worship does. David says, you lift my head above my enemies. Worship elevates our perspective. Can I tell you, I've already experienced this today. Because when you come into the presence of God and you worship and we sing songs like we did I Speak Jesus, about how God can free us from addiction, how God can heal our sick bodies, how God can lift our spirits, how God can save our families. When we sing those songs, all of a sudden what happens is, all of a sudden we're reminded of how great God is and our perspective is lifted. That regardless of what problems we experience this week, we're reminded of how great God is. When you sit under the teaching of the Word of God, you're reminded of how good God is, how faithful He is. Then you're reminded of the goodness of God. And then, like I've already experienced a number of times today, when you linger in the lobby and you talk to some other followers of Christ and you hear stories of God's faithfulness, you're reminded of the faithfulness of God. That's why the author of Hebrews says, do not neglect the gathering together. That something happens when we get together.